Hello, I'm Alan Summerfield, and I just purchased my first apartment building. It took me about 3 weeks to locate the deal and about 6 months to actually close. It's a 5-unit apartment building, and I'm very excited being my first purchase. Some of the highlights of the deal were one, the success of the direct mail marketing. I actually had a return response rate of 10.5%, which I understand is very good. It was very exciting. One of the other highlights was assembling the team of professionals, the lawyer, accountant, and banking. The two biggest challenges in this first deal were, one, just believing in myself. I'd wanted to invest in real estate for many years, and just basic fear and uncertainty had kept me from getting started. I realized that I needed a mentor, and this program seemed to be the perfect vehicle. And I also want to add that support from my wife is key in getting started. Another thing that was really peculiar about this deal is how difficult it was to close it. Everything seemed to be running fairly smooth for the deal until we got very close to closing, and it was really quite challenging. So you never really can fully expect what twists and turns you're going to have during a deal, but I learned a lot with this first one. As challenging as it was to close that first deal, I have to say that Peter Harris, my mentor and coach, was consistently supportive, instructive, and encouraging, and it made a huge difference in getting through this first deal. Even when things were not going quite smoothly, Peter was always with the attitude that, yeah, this sometimes happens, no big deal, here's what we're going to do. And we did it, and it worked. And I found that to be just what I needed to get through this deal. I also want to send a shout out to Lindsay, who is the assistant who really makes everything work behind the scenes. She kept me very organized and handled a lot of the details of the transactions and minor details that day to day needed to be taken care of, and I really appreciated her help. So this first deal is really a confidence booster for me, and it was really key to go through the entire process, from making a list to the direct mail marketing to all the activities of the contract and applications for financing and closing. All those activities were really important to go through so that I understood the process and how everything worked. And knowing that I had a team behind me to help me in all those situations was just really a good confidence booster. So, if I had to give anyone considering this commercial property advisor program, I would have to give it an enthusiastic thumbs up. I found them to be very attentive and responsive to all my emails and queries. I even got phone calls outside of my allotted phone calls. Peter Harris even called me on vacation. When he was out of the country, it happened to be when my deal was about to crash. It was actually the day before the close, and they were about to pull my financing, and the group was just working feverishly behind the scenes to make everything work. And through this crazy several hours of sending emails, faxes, and phone calls, we managed to keep the deal together and get it to close. It was quite a time, and I have to say I was very pleased with the way they handled it, and the trust they had in me to handle certain parts of the transaction that they probably shouldn't have, but they did. So I just wanted to say that I would encourage you to use them if you're considering getting into commercial real estate.